He said
Yo,
it's gonna be
Okay,
he said,
Randy.
"Welcome to the late night."
don't
Me,
lie.
me and Deku was in the bed, and we was
Yo,
taking a hot shower,
you
and it
think
was nice.
Yo,
My Hero's
y'all two
better
are
than
the
Naruto?
funniest.
You really
Yes,
fucking think My Hero's better than
I do.
Naruto?
Why? I'm
I
just
do.
curious why.
My hero has great freaking character building
Hmm.
with the even with the villains, bro. He doesn't read the mangas. You read the
Oh
mangas,
no,
right?
no, I definitely give character development better than Naruto.
Character
We've had
development's
this
better in
conversation, yeah,
Naruto.
about
Hmm.
Naruto, yeah.
The main hero is going through way more than Naruto went through. Like in terms of learning his powers, slowly powering up. Shippuden fucking Naruto learns that I could just use all my clones and learn everything that they're learning. Deku's actually going through this shit, learning everything, bro.
See,
Like,
here's my problem with that. Deku has been given everything. He's been given All Might's power.
and
He's been
Naruto
given.
wasn't given everything.
Let's relax. Let's relax.
No.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get
Um,
there. He's
All right, I'm
received
listening.
All Might's power. He received each of the successors' powers one by one. He does have to
Okay,
control them, but he didn't have to make them stronger. It's explained in the manga about how simply by the fact that it was cultivated over time over each user, that it's by the time it got to him, it's already strong.
yeah.
It's like
he has
why
he
are
has to
He
you
get
has
his
to
getting
he
these
body.
has to
hacks?
he has
He
to
has to get his
develop
body
his body.
strong.
But that's bullshit. The reason why I see that is because if his power, he already has 100% of the power he can use. He's just so frail that he can't use it yet. All he has to do is build his muscle and get older to use it. That's like a cheat code. Granted, yes, I get it. He can't use it yet because he's still weaker. But when we're talking about Naruto here, like, yes, he had the nine-tailed fox, 100%. But even with the nine-tailed fox, he still had to work and develop his jutsu and his
And he was
skills.
the Uzumaki, greater
Chak,
chakra.
Chak,
And
Chakra Pool wouldn't have mattered if he had a nine tails in him, anyways. But like
bro,
that I
he
don't think that
literally
mattered. But
he
like
freaking son of the freaking fourth, freaking
you're calling, I
Jiraiya,
just want to say you're calling my hero better than one of the big three. That's all I'm. That's
bro,
all I'm.
bro.
That's all I'm saying. Right
Naruto, I finished Naruto, bro. But when they got to the war arc, bro, like besides Madara, that shit was boring, bro.
We're not talking
Like,
about fillers. We're not talking about
bro,
fillers.
like that shit was
There's
boring,
filler.
bro.
You talk about the
I read
manga
the
or
manga.
the
I read the manga,
some
bro.
manga?
I read the
Okay.
manga, and the war arc was boring, bro. Like seriously, Madara
That's
coming in
when
tough as
Shippuden
shit,
lost
bro.
most of its
It did,
his
and
audience during the war arc.
we've already agreed. We already agreed that Naruto has poor character development for other people because the show's
But
called Naruto. We
Maybe the
already agreed on
argument
that.
is,
But
do you believe
Naruto's
Deku as a character is better than Naruto, or you think the show as a whole is better than Naruto as a whole?
the show as a whole,
Okay, I'll give you that then.
are you
Naruto,
serious?
The
Did you
Naruto,
show
really give?
where the
Did you
show
really give
lacks.
My Hero Academia, the whole show, better than Naruto, the
I
whole
read
show?
I read My Hero, and it's
You
a
really give?
complete
I'm getting.
story.
I gotta get off this shit.
It's a
If that's the,
complete story.
I gotta get
bro.
off.
Naruto
Bro, I'm
dropped the
telling you,
ball when it came to all
Nobody's
the other
saying Naruto is
characters.
perfect,
It
but
dropped
there's
the
bro,
no
ball when it
way.
came to its
bro. Only
story.
There's no
characters
way
that are
you're
important in
comparing.
Naruto,
There's
bro.
no way you're comparing this
My
new
hero.
gen anime, this new gen childish, colorful anime to one of the most OG fucking animes in
Okay,
all of
Okay,
anime history.
let's create
what
categories.
happened to every
Create categories.
what?
Maybe it's easier to think about it. Create categories.
I'm not. This, we gonna argue about this till 10.
Characters.
It's not a class.
Characters. Specifically characters. My hero.
No, you just said a whole anime as a whole.
Let's break it down in the
everything.
categories. Character wise, do you think character wise Naruto's better than My Hero?
Naruto's better than Deku.
No. Characters like all the characters in the show.
All of them
Like
as
developing
all
each
the
one of
Oh,
them,
you
their
said
powers.
Naruto as in Naruto the show, not the person.
Yeah, the show.
Do I think Naruto's better than
The character wise, do you think the
Yes.
character development all around
Absolutely.
is better than My
development?
Hero?
I never said no. We just said that.
Well,
Development
that comes with
We just
development
said
comes with characters.
Development is bad, but the characters themselves and their powers, who they are, what their backstories are 100% better than My Hero. That My Hero.
I feel like
There's only two characters in Naruto.
Hold on, who's
In
backstory?
Naruto.
Who's back? We see Gaara's backstory. We see Neji's backstory. We see who is it? We see obviously Naruto, Sasuke. We see Kakashi's backstory. We see Madara's backstory. We see Pain's backstory. we see everybody's backstory.
we see a
see
lot of
Gaara's
more
backstory.
bad guy backstories than we see the good guys backstories.
What's wrong with that?
because
talked about
they
his main
established
point
characters
was
that they didn't
had better
develop.
character development even on the villain side.
Bro,
That's
no,
villain side.
bro, Gar had what? 5 minutes of a backstory, whereas
Oh, he had
freaking
like
he had a few
villain,
episodes.
every
Had a few
villain
episodes.
in
He had
My
like-
Hero
he had
has like a
episodes.
whole. Bro, no.
he had episodes.
Compared to every My Hero villain, bro, every My Hero villain, bro,
I'm not gonna sit
has
here.
way
I'm not
more
gonna
of
sit
a
here. I'm
backstory.
not gonna continue to sit here and listen to My Hero being better than Naruto. I'm not on my own goddamn podcast.
Now,
I'm not gonna fucking do it.
The
I'm not gonna
character
fucking do it.
himself, Naruto, is definitely better than Deku. There's no argument in that.
Naruto
There's other
himself,
shows.
Naruto himself, I give it to him all day. But in terms as a whole, bro, My Hero's better.
There's other shows that I do think are maybe a little bit better than Naruto, but there's no way in fucking hell My Hero Academia by UA High School is better than fucking Naruto.
Which show do you think's
There's
better?
no
I'm
fucking way.
What do you
very
think?
curious
What do you
to
think the
hear.
downfall is in My Hero? Then why don't you think
Probably-
it's
Probably
possible?
nothing.
Why do you think it's not
talking about
possible?
me?
Yeah. Why do you think it's not possible for it to be better
Because-
than Naruto?
Well, one, it's the concept of the whole fucking thing. Two, it's the way that they go about this anime is it's a very colorful, childish. Like there's serious moments, but it's a very colorful, childish, emotional. Deku crying all the fucking time, like, and it's a new gen made for fucking like little kids.
It's meant for a younger audience.
It's a new gen made for like children. When Naruto had no shit moments in it that were like that, this is grown folk business. Like, why am I watching this?
So
as a
what he's
child?
basically saying from his perspective,
childish
being
anime.
a
It's childish.
old 30-year-old man
It's
as himself,
childish.
he
I could watch.
he
Naruto
can't
today and
relate
think
to the
something.
childish moments. Naruto, when it first
Bro,
came out, it didn't
was
have
made
as
for us.
it was made
We
for
were
kids,
young adults.
but it was a
It
lot
was,
more
But it was a lot
serious,
It was a lot more serious
than My
than
Hero
My
is.
Hero. It's
I can
100%.
agree with that point.
It's 100% more serious than
So
My Hero.
for a man
Hero
his
is
age,
My Hero
Naruto
is
would probably be
ninth
better.
grade kids running around like, oh, UA, go plus ultra.
I have noticed.
Shigaraki not
Bro,
like
it-
murdering
it-
folks like isn't adult for you.
So
I
I've-
never
I've
never
watched the
said that it
latest
wasn't
season.
Serious, but
I've
at
watched the
all.
latest season, and it
So
doesn't
am I.
it doesn't make the moment where he's literally decaying everyone
It doesn't
seem
make it
that
serious.
significant.
No, it doesn't.
Like it's significant. Like wow, his power is super strong.
They couldn't do it that much because it's for young
Or-
adults.
Like, yeah, because it's for young
But
adults.
Naruto-
It's for kids. Yeah.
Naruto didn't have
Naruto
any.
slaughters motherfuckers.
Naruto
Blood and
scaled
shit.
back from the manga in certain scenes too, bro.
Yeah, it
I
did.
can't
It did.
say right now, but I know.
But they-
for a fact
they still went a lot
I
harder.
know. I can admit to my faults in Naruto 100% all day long, but there's no way My Hero Academia is better than Naruto. I will never. Nobody will ever change my mind on that for the rest of my
Story-wise,
life.
My
For the
Hero is
rest of my
better.
life.
Story-wise,
I don't
is
think so
better.
either.
Plot-wise,
Bro.
'cause look at
I
the
will
plot
say-
and Naruto. Look at the plot. The plot in
only
most of
thing I will
Naruto.
ever
Chase the
say, the only
Sasuke.
thing I will say to agree to even get a resemblance of similarity between us is that you do have better character development. That's the only thing I'll say. Now, to get us on one of the same pages, I will agree to that, because back in the day in fucking 2001, when they were creating even before that, when he was writing the fucking manga, the show was about fucking Naruto. These days we can make the show and make more character development, more things to everybody else, and to give it to the new audience. We can make gay characters, we can make it all colorful and blue, we can make all whatever we want. But back in the 1999, when it was about one fucking character, that's the only person we gave a shit about. I'm not going to compare a show from 1999 that is in the big three to a show that came out in the fucking late 2000s that is for children. There's no way I'm going to do
makes a
that.
very
I'm not
valid
going to
point.
argue with that. I'm not going to argue.
Why his point is so valid?
Never in my
Look
life.
at the shows. I would say from 90s to early 2000s. Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z. They always focused on the main character and said fuck
character, and
everybody
that's it.
else.
That's
Comparing
it.
a show from that time period to a show from this time period, like My Hero, is really rough.
If you compared My Hero to Demon Slayer, Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen, all those, we can have that conversation all day long. But I'm not comparing a show that was made in the 90s to.
And dang, when you have that conversation, My Hero actually loses.
Yep.
Jujutsu Kaisen,
Better.
Demon
Fire Force,
Slayer,
better.
Fire
Demon
Force.
Slayer, better.
My Hero does the formula well.
Better.
it
It
knows
does
its
it very
formula
well.
and it does it well. It develops its characters. The plot is very simple to understand, and you know exactly where it's going. But it always feels like you know what's going to happen. You know, okay, a time skip is about to happen soon. Oh, the villain is about to make his comeback. Oh, the villain is going to win this one, but we're going to come back later. Like everyone knew how the war, like how season 5 is starting right now, everyone knew how it was going to end. Everybody was like, "This is happening super early. This is not going to end. He's not. They're not going to win. They're going to actually lose, and they're going to have to come back and do the whole." Everyone knew. Everyone knew. And My Hero it does the formula well, but it's too predictable.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And
That's
it's
all.
rough. It's rough
So
to compare
you're
to
not gonna say,
Naruto.
you're not gonna say Naruto was predictable.
No, not as a kid.
I watched it as a kid. That's hard.
I think
So-
kids can predict My Hero.
I
and kids
watched
cannot predict
Naruto
As
when
an
I
adult?
was 20, probably.
Was it
20
predictable as a 20-year-old?
I will say
Yeah.
I watched Shippuden as a 20-year-old because I didn't know even Shippuden existed. until
There were
I was 20.
there were moments, but overall it was very predictable, bro. The one thing I will say in the war arc, that part just it felt kind of thrown together, but that wasn't
Because it was
predictable.
thrown together. That's why.
It was thrown together. I agree with
It was
that.
thrown together.
I don't think we've had this conversation, and this is the last I'm gonna say because I gotta bounce. But I will say in Naruto, we've had the conversation before where I don't think the war arc should have ended the way it did, and I don't think it should have progressed the way it did. I 100% believe that it should have went kind of like a different route, with Madara being the last villain. I don't think anything with Kaguya or any of that craziness should have happened at all, personally. I think they did that to bring the wow factor in the war arc, and it didn't work, me personally. Even though I love Naruto, once again, if you love something, you should be able to critique it and admit its faults. I think Madara should have been the final villain. Like Says past Madara should have been it. That's it. But that's neither here nor there.
So
I
even with the
agree
faults of this show, it's still better than the basic as My Hero, is what he's saying.
It is.
It's not. It's not, bro. We can actually do this debate all night, but you gotta go.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch My Hero.
We'll go watch Not Hero.
Hey, go grab your pillow and cry with Deku while you're at it. You know.
Oh, yo, wow. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all sticking on. Peace.